Hello, welcome. My name is Tracy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're going to make another quick and simple card. This is the one here, and I'm in love with these three colours together. We have Blueberry Bushel, Grey Granite and Granny Apple Green. I'm right into making quick and simple easy cards, so I'm staying with that theme for this week. And the other thing I just want to quickly show you is the sentiment. So that I have used three different colours in the one sentiment, and I'm going to show you how to do that one. So like I said before, the colours that we're using are Grey Granite, Blueberry Bushel and Granny Apple Green, and I think these ones really work so well together. So the stamp sets that we've used, the first one is Bloom by Bloom, and this is a 17-piece photopolymer stamp set that's in the new Occasions catalogue. And the suite that this stamp set belongs to is very bright and vibrant, bold sort of colours and images. So I really am liking this suite. I'm also using the Friendly Expressions stamp set, which is in the main catalogue, the annual catalogue, and we're using the Congratulations stamp from this one. The other elements are the glitter enamel dots and the Blueberry Bushel grosgrain ribbon. So that's all our supplies. I have my card kit here, and all the measurements and supplies for the card kit can be found over on my blog, which is in the description of this video. There's also a link to my online store where you can purchase all your Stampin' Up supplies if you live in Australia. If you are purchasing through me, please use that Hostess code and I can send you out a free gift as well. Okay, so we have the card base is Grey Granite, and it's just half a piece of A4 chopped down. And I'm just going to fold and score that card base. Then we have a piece of Whisper White, which we are going to stamp this gorgeous background on. And then we have the two pieces for our sentiment. So let's bring this one in first. And because this is a photopolymer stamp set, we are going to need our mat, and all we're going to do is we're just going to stamp that pattern down on the card front. So I'm going to start off with the Blueberry Bushel, and this is the stamp right here. Now in between each different colour as we go, we're just going to use the chamois to clean off. So let's start off. And I'm going to start on the right hand side first because that's where I want it to end. And I'm stamping off that piece as well, so the whole stamp's not getting put down. So I'm just going to do 3 flowers along the top here. And then I'm going to bring the chamois in to clean. So you can change the colours to a different colour scheme if you want. This would work for any colour scheme. So Grey Granite. And we're just going to do the same thing, stamping underneath. Third colour in the scheme, Granny Apple Green, and I'm actually only going to get the 3 on this time because I stamped a little bit more halfway there, but that's fine. There we go. Now in this stamp set, I just want to quickly show you, you can use some of the centres in this set for the middle. I wanted to keep it a little bit more plain and simple for this card. Okay, I'm going to move this one to the side, and I'm just going to bring in that Whisper White piece that is for the sentiment. And this is the stamp set. So what I'm going to do, it goes this way, Congratulations starts here, and this is going to be stamped, the first part of the Congratulations is going to be stamped in Blueberry Bushel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put it down to where I sort of want it, and I'm just going to run that onto the ink pad. That way I'm only inking up that part of that stamp. Then I'm going to turn it around to the other way, to the other end, and it's going to be Granny Apple Green. So let's just down to the edge where we want it, And then we have the bit in the middle. Actually, let's put a little bit more on. A little bit more on each side. There we go. And then we've got the distinct area in the middle that has no ink. So we're going to use a sponge dauber, and I'm just going to pick up some of that ink onto the sponge dauber, and then I'm just going to daub down onto that stamp. And I'm sort of overlapping a couple of those colours, so I'm overlapping onto the Granny Apple Green and the Grey Granite. And because I've just done that, I'm just going to give it a quick half, and then I'm going to stamp down onto the sentiment, onto the white cardstock. So let's just stamp that one down. And that's how we get the 3 colours on there. And you can do more. If you're doing more, you might want to use a sponge dauber for all your parts. I'm going to close these up just so I don't make a mess. Let's fussy cut the sentiment out. Okay, so that's what we're left with. What we're going to do is we're going to glue that down onto the blueberry bushel card, and then we're going to fussy cut that one out as well. So let's pop a little bit of glue on. And I'm just going to fussy cut that one out as well. And that's how a sentiment looks when it's done. You've just got that fine border of the blueberry bushel. So let's make this card up. So we're going to start with the blueberry bushel grosgrain ribbon, and I'm just going to cut a piece so it can be folded around the back and taped with a bit of tape. I'm using tear and tape to tape it at the back, so I'm just going to place 2 pieces. And I'm just going to pop that down with that tear and tape. That'll keep that into that position. We don't want it to fall off. Making sure that we're even on both sides. Placing the second piece down as well. There we go. I'm also going to take a piece of that ribbon and we're going to make a little bow that we can attach. Let's try that one again. Okay. Bring those ribbon scissors in. I'm just going to cut those tails. And I find the best thing to use to keep ribbon down are glue dots. So let's bring a glue dot in. Placing it down onto the glue dot. We're just going to lift in underneath and pick it up. And then we can place that down. And I'm also going to stick another glue dot just underneath, and let's fold that one over first. And I'm going to stick it underneath so it sits down under this piece of ribbon, so it's sitting down and not moving anywhere. That's as easy as that. We're going to pop this piece up onto our card front. Is everyone loving the new catalogue? Have you got a wish list started? Or what was the first thing you had to buy? Let's take all our backings off. These glitter dots look so cute on the card too. They've definitely got a lot of glitter to them, lots of sparkle. So I've got lots of dimensionals on there to make sure that it all stays popped up. I'm gonna just pop that down in the middle so we have a nice even border around the sides. And for the sentiment, because it's so small, we're going to use the mini dimensionals. Bless me. These feel so tiny for my big hands. Okay. See if I can get one down there. Yeah. Okay, let's take all our backings off. Do you find these backings everywhere? I seem to find them everywhere. Okay. And I'm just going to pop it down in the middle there. Just like that. Last thing left is just bringing in those enamel shapes. So I think the colours are Coastal Cabana, Granny Apple Green, Lovely Lipstick, and is it Gorgeous Grape or Highland Heather? I'd say Gorgeous Grape. But we're just going to stick the three smallest ones, one of each one. Let's just pop them down. One over here. You're going to want to put down uneven numbers, so 3 or 5, and you're also going to try and make a triangle. It's just for visual effect, it looks better. Okay, so what do you think about today's card? I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Don't forget, you could head over to my blog and you can see all the measurements and supplies. It's in the link of this video. There's also a link to my online store if you would like to purchase any Stampin' Up supplies and you live in Australia. Make sure that you use the Hostess Code so I can send you out a free gift. And if you've ever thought about joining Stampin' Up, now is the time. Stampin' Up have a wonderful deal during celebrations, and I have a link to joining in the description of this video as well, so you can check that out. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks again, have a wonderful day. Bye.